I think that it's about respect, sorry. It's about respect, being.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because we're going to be talking about Celeste Cortesi's full performance during Miss Earth Philippines 2018 and Miss Earth 2018 as well. And just like I did a few days ago for Michelle D, I really wanted to take a moment to look back at Celeste's previous experience in pageantry because I think that within the competition she is one of the candidates who have shown the most growth over time. I personally think that Celeste has improved everything from her styling, her presence, and even her communication skills. And in order to prove that and also to talk about those things, we're gonna be looking back at her previous pageants. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section what do you think about my comments, my critiques, and anything else that you will notice during this video. So without further ado, let's get into the reaction. I really hope that you enjoy.
Whose spaces could launch 1,000 environmental campaigns of Rome, Italy. For Filipino community from Rome, Italy.
Wow. Alright, you know what? One thing about Celeste that we have to all of us acknowledge, doesn't matter how you feel, but the woman is stunning. I mean, like, just facially speaking, physically speaking, Celeste is a goddess. If I'm being honest, I think that sometimes people gave her such a hard time in the beginning because she felt a little bit as an outsider. She didn't speak like most Filipinos. She didn't have an accent that sounded, you know, very familiar. She struggled both with Tagalog and with her English as well. So I can see why in the beginning some people will be a little resistant to having her be the international representative.
Rome, Italy.
Celeste loves trees. That is why she seeks for more laws that aim to protect and conserve our forests. Rome, Italy.
Hashtag zero waste.
Zero waste, let me think about the 5 hours. I think that we have to practice 5 hours every day. Reuse, reduce, recycle, road, and refuse. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Rome,
Wow.
Italy.
Okay, you know, I know that I don't want to make this reaction mainly about the communication skills because, as I said in the beginning, she has grown in so many different aspects. But it's truly remarkable. Especially, I mean, I had the opportunity to interview Celeste here on the channel. I'm pretty sure that some of you guys have watched that video. And she was just like so eloquent, so conversational, so fluent. It didn't feel rehearsed or like she was struggling with the language or anything at all. Of course, she does have an accent, but that's normal whether you are from the Philippines, whether you are from Cuba, Canada, Italy, it doesn't matter. We all have an accent, but I just think that the way that she has improved drastically, like I would actually be curious to ask her like, what have you been doing like over the past few years to get so good? Because she went from a position where she was struggling with English to a position where she can now be relatable and likable with the way that she expresses herself. That's like remarkable.
Mentioning about the 5 R's. Rome, Italy.
Celeste has a certificate in human sciences and she is currently working as a part-time model. She lost her father when she was just 10 years old, and this experience, she mentions, made her who she is today, and it gave her strength to face the future.
Oh yes. I mean,
Rome, Italy.
I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to see one of the videos that her camp posted on Instagram of Celeste practicing her pasarela this year for Miss Universe Philippines, and that video was killer. It was so good. I was honestly in awe because she looked not only like extremely sexy, like the way that she walks, but also the confidence that she exudes. Like she is really in control of her technique as well. The way that she moves her arms, you know, everything is well placed, well balanced. Her position, her posture even. You can see the movement of the hips, the knees are very straight. So of course, after she competed in Miss Earth internationally, she got a little bit of support on that. But also Celeste had to work really, really hard to get where she is today. And I'm sure that that's part of, you know, her working with the camp as well to make sure that she has all the required skills to pull up the Miss Universe Philippines stunt. But I remember her telling me that for Miss Earth Philippines, it wasn't like she had like a preparation or anything. She just, you know, decided to join the pageant and she went for it. And she won the entire thing by just being herself with the good and the bad, you know? So I think that sometimes we should give a little bit more props when it comes to that as well.
The deterioration of Boracay left our president with no choice but to close the island for 6 months for rehabilitation. What should be done to make sure that what happens to Boracay does not happen to our other tourist destinations?
Good evening, everyone. I'm agree with the decision of President Duterte, and I think that Boracay need a drainage system because the juice of trash goes directly on the ocean. We have to control the capacity of hotel, and I think that we have also to
Time's up.
You know, you guys, when I'm making faces and stuff, like, I'm not shading the candidate, I'm not shading Celeste, I'm just honestly thinking of like everything that she's capable of doing and saying and how she says it today, and I'm just like taken back by the contrast. It's so big. Well, I mean, like, I feel like this is the perfect example of how much she was struggling back in the day and where she is right now. Once again, if you have not watched my interview with her, please go ahead and watch it. I promise you, you will be amazed, not only because she was able to communicate much better, but also because she is able to provide very eloquent and rational and very well-structured answers as well. So please go ahead and check that out.
But thank you for your answer. Celeste Cortesi, Rome, Italy. Ha! Kapamilya! Miss Philippines Earth 2018 is...
Who is it? I don't know. It's me.
Rome, Italy, Celeste Cortesi.
I know that Celeste's journey in Miss Earth Philippines was kind of a rocky one with some ups and some downs. And because of that, of course, the public's decision and the public's perception of Celeste was a little bit divided. Now, this was the national pageant. Let's keep that in mind. Now let's check out the international version of Miss Earth to see how Celeste performed. Let's remember that she placed within the top 8 of the competition, so let's see if there was some growth already in that time period and what can we see in comparison to where she was during Miss Earth Philippines and where she is now with Miss Universe Philippines.
Goddess of Harmony Philippines!
Joining the top 18 is... I don't think she has any fans here. Philippines!
Charot.
Celeste is campaigning for plastic innovation, using creativity in reusing plastic wastes that harm oceans and marine life. Philippines!
Next up.
Well, already you can tell that Celeste was looking a little bit more calm and a little bit more, you know, put together in the sense that she looks more at ease on stage. In the first part of the competition, I mean for Miss Earth Philippines, she looked like she was like nervous at all times and like she was just trying to be ready for whatever question was thrown at her and trying to sound, you know, like she knows her stuff. But here, at least just the look, the aura is already a lot more confident.
We have wearing swimsuits by Filipino designer Ricky Abad.
I want to see the walk.
Let's welcome back your top 18.
Give it to me. Come on now. Como si fuera la última vez. Yes. You see? Okay, I liked it. Oh. One thing about my girl is that she was always struggling with the sage, huh? Always falling, always falling. But already here, I can feel like the walk was already, you know, a lot better than what I saw during Miss Earth Philippines. And that's because, of course, once she won the national title, she had a little bit of time to prepare with the national team for the international version of Miss Earth. Compared to what I've seen so far of Celeste, I mean, I was telling you earlier how in control she is of not only the skills and the technique, but also just like the aura, the presentation, like the confidence. Here, I can sense a little bit of that because she looks more like effortless. Just the way that she's moving, the rhythm of the walk, even the way that she handles her arms. In the first one, the first video was very structured, like she was very stiff. Here, she's having a little bit more fun with it, but not looking awkward. You know, like the arms move with the body and it's just all synchronized.
She is a model, aspiring to be host and actress. Celeste Cortesi.
It's always a side.
Philippines.
Always falling. Like my patience. I mean, the body was always looking right. We gotta give it that. Such.
Just a few more to go. Philippines.
Come on, Philippines.
There's any way I say it, you're still gonna get an applause. So pick out your card, Philippines. Once again, it'll contain a hashtag, and we will ask you to expound on it. And your hashtag is malnutrition.
Good evening. My perspective about malnutrition actually depends on my values and beliefs. I think that it's about respect, it's about respect, and I think that respect is the key to serve the purpose of our knowledge and humanity. Thank you.
Baby girl. I mean, let's not be dramatic. Let's just call it for what it is. That was not it. That was not a good answer. That was not a good way to address that hashtag. You can feel that she was so nervous here, and that she was just like looking for words. And to be fair, I think like a hashtag, it's even more difficult than a Q&A, you know, type of segment, because a Q&A, you have a clear question and you just have to come up with an answer that makes sense. When you have a hashtag, they only give you one word and you have to come up with a statement that will support that word and that will, you know, kind of inspire others and, you know, make, you know, an impact. And I think that that's very hard to do, especially when you have a language barrier and also when you are, you know, stressed and kind of like cracking under the pressure. Now, on the bright side of things, I do have to say that Celeste here sounds more fluent with her English, if that makes sense. I know that, of course, she was struggling to continue her sentence, but when you look at the first part of it, just like the way that she constructed the answer was a little bit more clear. That in the beginning, when she was just, I mean, in the beginning with Miss Earth Philippines, when she was just all the time like, you know, like just looking for it and not really going anywhere. Definitely this was not her strongest year, but you still have to give it up to her that, you know, regardless of all of the obstacles and the struggles and the barriers that she had at that time, she was still able to make it into the top 8 of Miss Earth, which is not something easy to accomplish. Now this year, if I'm being honest, I do have a lot more faith when it comes to Celeste. I think that she has really put in the work, and I think that her story is a very inspiring one. It's a story of resilience. It's a story of someone that not only failed publicly and that was shamed publicly, but she did not let that defeat her, and she was able to stand up grow from her mistakes and come out as the better version of herself. So of course, during this reaction video, I have shared most of my thoughts and feelings about Celeste, but of course, I also want to know what you guys think. So please let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, please don't forget to leave a like on the video so that it gets recommended to more people, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. So last but not least, as usual, come here and give me a hug, because that's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.